obviously, these kind of things are cross-cutting issues, that comes along with, all kind of, disciplines, I guess, right? So it's something about communication, something about leadership. That's something that should be reflected in your personality. That will definitely boost your career as well, right? So talking about these things, I just wanted to know a little bit more about, what do you think about Nepalese student more precisely? Because I'm pretty sure you have been teaching some of our students as well. What is the impression that you have about the students who are applying from Nepal? And what do you think, in particular, the applicants from Nepal as a country could actually, focus on or be more prepared on what kind of aspect of the study? I think that would be a little bit more articulated, probably.
I think one thing I would say is to find their voice. Because quite often, you'll be in group work and you'll be working with students who you'll begin to get to know as your peer group as you go through the group work in year one. And we keep the same groups, but we put you into the groups. And the reason we do that, because sometimes it's very easy to stay with your friendship group. And quite often your confidence and your English speaking ability develops greatly when you're actually communicating with people you don't know, your peers, and you're beginning to get a wider understanding about the different students in your cohort as well. So I'd say, don't be afraid to contribute, because in my experience, when we've encouraged Nepalese students, many who may have been nursing before, to share their clinical experience, that is amazing. And quite often they've got more clinical experience than some of our home students. So, you've got a lot to give the course as well. And even if you haven't had any nursing experience, you can offer to the cultural diversity of the group as well. And I think, we explore how do we develop cultural awareness in our nursing practice. And particularly in those sessions, we have some really insightful discussions about all the students' experiences, the values they've got, how their community, their education, their faith has actually shaped who they are. So I'd say find your voice and share your experiences and get to know people and don't be too shy. That's probably the one thing that I've noticed, that they tend to have this shyness, and we try and encourage people to come out of their shell, that'd be one thing I'd say.
In our module in year one, we've started in the second semester, we have a global health day, and at those sessions students are in their groups and we ask them to think about what are the typical health issues in their country, and the conversation that we get from that is absolutely amazing, and everybody learns so much because we have got lots of students from different places. And again, the Nepalese students can really bring their experience, either as a patient or as having had a family member that's had an illness. They really can bring that health awareness to the group, and everybody learns. So yes, definitely the voice. I suppose the only other thing I would say, and it's not necessarily just for Nepalese students, is that we do run to a timetable with timings, and so if you're asked to be at a lecture at 9:15, then we are expecting you to be here at 9:15. And as I say, it's not necessarily just the Nepalese students, but it is something, and I think where a culture is very different. It is we require you to be on placement on time too, so we practice that and get you used to that during the theory modules, which we always do first before they go out on practice. So I would just say, just think about it. It is very different. If we say we want you at 9 o'clock or 9:15, then we really do. Okay.